and give your few words here?
Time for solidarity! Enough is enough! It's time for solidarity!
So this is Cochrane. Does anybody here know what time it is?
Time for solidarity!
Because I'm confused.
Chris told me I never introduced you. Introduce yourself.
I thought everybody knew me already. My name is Chris. I'm a freedom fighter. Been fighting for at least 4 years, long before this COVID stuff came around and was invented. It's all a lie, of course.
Yeah.
I'm actually here to talk about one of the most important events ever to take place in Canadian history. And there's a lot of important events that have taken place. World War I, World War II. And this is a war that I'm going to refer to. There's a battle going on, that's the COVID, but it's part of the war to eliminate the globalists that are running this entire society of ours. Oh, this mic's not as good as the other one. All right, now you can hear me.
Yeah!
Okay. I'm a germaphobe, you know. I didn't want to catch COVID from the mic, so I was a little bit worried. Somebody got a mask for me? Okay, so I'm warming up here. I'm talking about a convoy that went to Ottawa a little while back. One of the most important events in Canadian history that's also woken up the entire world. Because we are known all over the world. Now, there's going to be a lot more convoys going on. The one I'm referring to was the start of it. And it is something that I would drop this mic right now and hop in somebody's vehicle and go if it was going to start this afternoon. It was wonderful. So why is it really important to me, and what do I have to say about it? Well, it was an adventure. It was a complete adventure, something I didn't even know what was going on. I put my house, my main floor of my house up for rent about a week before this convoy happened. And then all of a sudden I heard about the convoy. So what do? I drop what I'm doing, I get my van ready to go. And a lot of people know my white van that used to have the flags and the lights and everything on it. Well, it's dead in Manitoba right now. That's another story, we won't go into it. So I left on the convoy and I couldn't rent out my house. So I lost $1,100 just from doing that. So that brings me to two words I want to say that I spoke about yesterday. It's called dedication and sacrifice. And if you think that you don't have to be dedicated to this cause, you're wrong. And if you think you can be dedicated and not sacrifice something, you're wrong. Because sacrifice is needed, because things are not going to go exactly smooth. So I went on this convoy and we started on our journey. I wasn't in a truck, I was in a four-wheeler. And the most amazing thing happened on the way to Ottawa. And you'll never quite, well, maybe you can, but it's very, very difficult to grasp what really happened. We were driving along the roads, and I think every single Canadian from wherever was standing on the side of the road cheering us on. Yeah! There were people out there that had stood out in 30 below weather for 3-4 hours. And they were there, they cheered us on. We'd be driving down the highway, and all of a sudden on the radio we'd hear, stop, 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 convoy stop. And we're just telling each other down the line that we're braking, we're stopping. Why were we stopping? Because these silly Canadians that were supporting us were standing in the middle of the road. They loved us. They didn't want us to leave. They just wanted to grab us. They were throwing sandwiches at us. They were throwing food at us. They were cheering us on. And this is why it's the most important event that's ever happened, I think, or one of them in Canadian history, because it woke everybody up and it woke the world up. There were, unfortunately, even times there was kids in the middle of the road, so you're driving down the highway and you stop at this small town and everybody's there, and then you get outside the town and there at the end of a driveway are one or two people standing by themselves holding flags and waving and cheering us on. It was awesome. It was something that I'll never